here again in Here in America, and of course the Queen's Grapevine, 2.5 hour show here with someone that we've known for a very long time and someone that we truly admire, someone that made such a big deal of our community, and rightfully so. Someone that fought for housing, for the poor, someone that fought always for education and obviously for children. We've known her for a long time. We're talking about Julissa. Julissa, as we move forward, we talked about a lot of things the first half an hour. Describe to me your first 150 days. When you walked in day one and see all that was ahead that you had to do, what was it like?
Well, when I first got elected, which was February 24th, I thought that the next day I could go into the city council and start working. The reality was that there was other elections happening, so I didn't get sworn in until March 17th,
wow.
Which is when I really became officially, yes,
okay.
The council member. But we were working way before then. I didn't have an office, so my staff at the time, they weren't really on payroll, but I had them working with me. Mm-hmm. There was actually an incident. There was an alleged rape in the district, and we were able to put an emergency town hall together.
Wow.
And the way we did it was we had meetings in the at the diner so that we can
wow.
put it together. We spread the word. We made some flyers, and it was mostly email. So that was the first 2 weeks, and we had a turnout of 80 people. It was amazing, and I think it speaks volumes of the network that we have in our community and the strength within our leadership. So I was able to call the leaders in our community, the Civic Association President, Linda McDougall, Tariq Coles, and a whole host of people to say, I really want to put this together. And it was a great success. We were able to respond. One of the interesting things was that as soon as I get into the council, I'm negotiating on the budget.
Wow.
So there really
Moving ahead.
there really wasn't much time, and I think that was the great advantage that I had, was that I had the experience. I had worked on 6 other budgets with the former council member, so we were able to meet with my colleagues, many of which had already endorsed me, and that I could say, these are things that I want to do in my community, and these are the ways that I want to spend the dollars. Clearly, as a junior member, I didn't have the big pots that my other colleagues had, because I came in as the baby of the bunch.
But when you do things like that, were you challenged when you were trying to do these things? Were you challenged by?
I don't think it's so much a challenge. It's just that you have to really prove your interest, and in the interest of my situation, where it was my community, and the cultural institutions were something that was going to be impacted greatly. The libraries were something that were going to be impacted greatly. So I was able to express my interest to ensure that we protected our libraries, that we protected our daycare centers, and that we protected our cultural institutions, amongst a whole host of other things. And we really were able to do that, and we balanced the budget, and I think that we saved
that's a big plus.
3,000 seats in the city.
Big plus.
And in Queens, Queens really doesn't get their fair share of dollars as compared to the rest of the city. Oftentimes we're not the borough that has the most dollars that are poured into here. So my relationship working with the borough president, Miss
Marshall.
Yes, Miss Marshall, who has been part of my life since I was very young.
Great lady.
Yes,
great lady.
yes, and she was able to advocate with me on certain things, and I was able to look at her best interest also and see how we can kind of partner and advocate to bring resources back to our district.
Having a background and been in politics, obviously working with Iran Montserrat for a long time, who's now a senator, man that has done so much for Queens. Did he influence your life in any way, or Mr. Peralta influence your life in any way? These guys are politicians who have done a great job in the Queens area here.
Clearly, Senator Montserrat was really someone who played a great role in my structure. We are advocates for progressive Democrats in the city council, which is something that I learned from him as being his chief of staff and being his first campaign manager. I guess he helped me learn the strategies on how to win. We won a tough race in his first race in 2001, and as he became the first Latino elected.
Wow.
So to do it again in 2009 and to be able to count on his support as I became the first Latina really was an immense amount of support and just leadership on his part and some type and mentorship in great many ways. But I can honestly say that I'm formed by a multitude of experiences.
But not only that, you've always been your own woman.
Yes, yes.
Anyone that's seen Julissa in our program knows that she might have learned a little bit here, a little bit there, and she takes her own, but she makes her own decision, her own ideas, And that's very important, and it's very key in these type of positions. Are we going through some major healthcare problems in this area, or is it just general?
Absolutely. You know, this district in particular is one of the districts with the least number of qualified doctors,
wow.
which is amazing. You know, they don't get paid as high as they should. They often leave, and you know, even if we have people that are getting health services here. But a great opportunity that we have here is I was able to inaugurate with Urban Health Plaza
wow.
del Sol.
Wow.
Now, Plaza del Sol is a clinic that provides affordable health care regardless of your immigration status, regardless
Great
if you're
stuff.
working, regardless.
Great.
So if you have insurance, absolutely they'll accept it. But if you don't, they're going to find a way to provide a service to you.
They treat you like a human being.
Absolutely. And the clinic is absolutely beautiful. It's located in the heart of the district on 108th Street and 37th Avenue.
Wow, wow.
And it's just a quality center, and it's like you said, they treat you like a human being, and you're not on a line, and you really think that you're going to go and pay $1 million because you're treated like $1 million.
Well, the key to those type of things is going in that you're going in for medical help, and not to find out when your grandmother was born and what she had and stuff like that, and whether you have insurance or not. I'm in medical need. Give me the help that I needed, and this is what I'm talking about. That's great stuff. Mm-hmm. That's great stuff. And they're on 100 and what street?
On 108th and 37th Avenue. It's called Plaza del Sol. Just incredible quality service, and they're bilingual. They have incredible doctors that are just so human, and really it's for everyone. It's from pediatrician to gynecology to anyone you name it. You can get your services attended to there. And one of the other things that's interesting, we really have a crisis with our dental programs. Oftentimes everyone talks about having a stomach ache or having problems, a whole host of problems, high blood pressure, heart disease. But sometimes even our dental care, if we don't take care of our
required.
Exactly, of our oral care,
mm-hmm.
It can cause other complications.
Not only brushing, but also seeing the dentist 2 or 3 times a year for cleaning, and for him to look at your gums. It's not only your teeth, your gums, it's much more involved.
Right. And we're constantly swallowing on different things, and there's just attention that we need to place. And I'm not a doctor, and I'm not here, but I am here as an elected official to protect our people and our community. And if we can preserve even the history from our people, if we can keep I want to keep as many people alive for as long as we can.
You're going in the right direction, I can assure you of that.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, Julissa, we have approximately maybe about 1 minute, but more importantly, otherwise I'm thanking you for being our special guest here in Julissa America, and of course the Queen's Grapevine. The next 40 seconds, I want you to take this opportunity on behalf of our program and give a message, whatever that message you might have in your heart and your mind, to this beautiful district, and more importantly, what they can expect and what you're looking for September 15th.
Absolutely. I really want to just say thank you to my community. Thank you for believing in me. Thank you for coming out to support me on February 24th and electing you as your representative. This is a time where we need to advocate for our communities and for those that haven't had a voice. And you can rest assured that I'm going to be as loud as I possibly can for you in the City Council. I ask you to support me, give me your vote, but also give me your support and your prayer so that I can make the right decisions for our community, because I believe in you and I know that you will believe in me. Thank you so much, and I look forward to seeing you on Election Day, September 15th.
On that note, on behalf of the family of the Grapevine and, of course, of Julissa America, we want to say that, half an hour is not enough time, but we hope that you've enjoyed this interview. I can tell you that this lady has great plans for your community, and if you come out and vote for her and keep her in office, you will be glad and surprised. Again, this is Wallingford Lee saying good night for Julissa America and also for the Grapevine. Good night.
Get up and